look masha. For non-Bahamians, that is a term that means terrible in the morning. Fun fact. It is 6 at night. Yes, it is extremely bright. Yes, I have just woken up. So I'm going to a Goldenness concert. Look. Oh my god, I'm literally like shaking. I don't know if that's anxiety or like just me being weird, but like I can feel it. Oh my god. First of all, I like to dedicate this to my mama. Thank you so much for convincing me to do it. Although I feel like I have giant anxiety. Go mama. Go mama. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. Now I have to like write scripts to make sure I say the stuff right. And I have to buy earplugs and I have like a whole checklist and stuff. I need to know if I'll be able to give them these things because I am so freaking paranoid that I'm not going to be able to because the COVID. I know you could give gifts at fan signs, but I'm not sure. And I write like this is a letter I had for like a year or so now. And I thought it was so funny that I wrote it, but I was like, oh yeah, I'll probably never mail it to them. Bitch! Anyways, hold on. My first ever concert, not my first, but my second like K-pop group that I've ever gotten in, and I'm going to the meeting greet, so I'm gonna actually like physically see them, and I'm gonna be sick of just running off of fumes and pure spite and hope. So yeah, so last night I think I was in hyper focus mode a little bit of both. Like I know I probably wasn't gonna go to sleep. I made really cute phone chain things. Like, okay, so the first thing I thought of was like bracelets, right? But then I was like, they probably won't wear them like often or at all. I'm really scared. I don't think they'll like it. And like, I think they'll just appreciate the gesture and throw it in the back of a, be like, oh my god, yeah, kill this, fine, give this to me. I can't help but think of the worst. When I was making them, I was like, oh, this fits this person and oh, this makes sense. So like, let me just show you it and tell you all about it. Just by looking at me, you can tell what day it is. It's concert day! Oh my god. So this is the outfit. I got these really cute pants. These are the items that I'm giving them. And I just made this like little cute, you know, little cutesy outfit. I was gonna change into like my black outfit that looks kind of like a K-pop outfit, if I do say so myself. But I think pink makes me look brighter or whatever. And in the background, you may hear good old Bahamian music playing. So I'm going to show you the items that I made now. Not everything, but just like a little taste. So this is the letter I made that says, I'm happy you exist, or I hope it does. And then I have my name in Korean. I have like all members. That is probably an outdated way to say members. Then I made like a little post stamp of my country, just so that I remember. And then like when I was born. And then after that, I made this. It's like a scrapbook by me, and it's like for all the members. And one thing I will show you, and this is like, I think it's like, I'm happy you exist, because like that's the one thing I think like people need to hear, like celebrity or just regular person. One of the pages I actually did like a section of like a tradition in my country, and I did like a whole scrapbook of like pictures of like my happiest moments and like wrote like little things. This is a picture I actually took. You can't quite see it, but those are sharks. And this is like the letter. I made some mistakes, which makes it all look cuter. And for the piece de resistance is these. I made these. These are phone charms that you put on your phone, and I made one for every member based on the vibe that I had like in the beats that I had. So there's like Sungmin, Jangjun, Bomin, Bomin is bae, Juchan, Chibom, Jaehyun, Daeol. Obviously like Daeol got like a special one because he's the leader and you know I love him. Donghyun got a pretty one as well, because I was like, what matches him? And I was like, he kind of like special, you know. It's like he's like very attractive in his own way, so I gave him like a special bracelet. And then Tag reminds me of like a untamable flame, so I gave him like orange because because he just like explodes, and I'm like, yeah. And then there's a Sungyun's, and I gave it to him, and I'll give him Daeol's as well at the same time. And then tag, I'll probably give like Jibom or Juchan or Sungmin it at the same time, and just let them know to give it to him. And this is like my outfit, my good old trusty shoes. Gonna be very comfortable. Let me stand up straight, and you can't see my face, but this, it's very basic. Like, I just was like, oh yeah, it's just a concert, like I'm not gonna think and I have like pink glitter on my eyes, but you can't really see, but it's there. Oh, and I put on these, child, I need to take my these little nails just so I could look elegant while giving them the things, you know what I mean? Like, hi. That's embarrassing, I'm sorry, and I apologize to whoever sits behind me, but like, this style is, it's giving, okay? I'm sorry. So bye in the concert. Pause. Now, how did I get there? That's me, and that is also me. If you want to see how I became literally the most successful fangirl in the world, keep watching. Mwah. Hey guys, what's up? It's Miss Anonymous, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. As you guys can see, I'm experimenting with a bit of a different editing style, so I hope you like it. I worked really hard on this video. Now, before we begin, there are going to be some disclaimers, and there are going to be chapters to this, okay? So I'm going to let you know how the video starts, and if you want to get to the juicy part right away, you don't want to tiptoe around it, then it'll be in part 2, which is during the concert. The video will be split up into 3 parts. The beginning will be before I even entered the building, and my experience with meeting Goldenness, who are literal angels, okay? They are so sweet. And then the TikTok that made me realize that I'm not crazy, and then a full master list of every single interaction that I had with Goldenchild and the member, who was totally 100% irrevocably,
that's a big word for Elmo,
flirting with me. Oh, I know. If you want to get to that part, just jump ahead to the second section, okay? Made it easy. There's going to be chapters. The third section will be an objective talk about the experience itself, some testimonials, very professional, from other Goldenness that I met, and some cute interactions with fans. Then, my closing statements. I hope you enjoyed this video. I worked really hard on it. Before we even start, I am a fan. I have literally no other interests than being a fan, okay? I'm not delulu, because I've checked to make sure that I wasn't crazy, okay? I've double checked. Remember this, okay? 2, this is personal experience and what I believe happened, and if I accidentally steal a moment or remember something wrong from the concert, that it was him interacting with another fangirl, my bad. We both know how that hell was in there. Like, you can't, like, Satan took your memory for a second if that happened, okay? I have checked as much footage as possible to make sure that this doesn't happen, but I'm still maybe a little unsure, so please don't hate me. So, people who are not K-pop fans and or are not fans at all, okay, or who doesn't understand fan culture and or me in my future am, okay, please be kind and understanding. I have been a Goldenness for 5 years, since Olympic, before they even got, like, the show, okay? I've been a fan since, like, their creation, okay? So, please be understanding if I gush, if I rant, like, if this video is, like, extremely long. That's just how much I love them, okay? Like, I've been, like, they are my youth, okay? So, just please be kind and understanding. Any mean comments will be deleted, and yeah, on a more serious note, before we begin, we cannot neglect the fact that it was July 4th in Chicago, and unfortunately, early that day there was a mass shooting, and it's a very sad situation. But I'm trying to keep the video as positive as possible, but out of respect for the victims and the people who are injured and just living their lives, I would like us both all to just take a moment of silence for them before we begin. I'll try not to mention it, but you can't ignore the fact that it did in fact happen. Without further ado, this is part 1, meeting Goldenness. So, here we are, back at the beginning, where I have my beautiful mask on. Yes, and before you even asked, every Goldenness that I have seen in Chicago wore their mask. We adhere to the rules, okay? Okay, now, as I mentioned before, the tragedy had happened, and on the bus, I hadn't heard about it, which, oh my god, it threw me off completely, and it's still very jarring, you know what I mean, because it was so close to where I live. Well, not live, but like, it was too close. But I was on the bus, and I literally panicked when I saw it, because I was just going to check the itinerary for Goldenness, because literally the entire time that I was on the bus and going there, I could hear my heartbeat. I was literally shaking, like my hands were like shaking, and I was constantly like, take a deep breath, breathe, like you're fine. And I was just, it was the whole time I was just freaking out, because I was like, this is it. On my way there, I broke my light stick. Now pause. It is not a ruined bone. It was a cheap $5 light stick from Walmart, but that babe, ooh, she was sweet. She had all kinds of colors and lights. I was like, wait, hold on. I'm going to turn up in here with that. But unfortunately, I got startled and broke it trying to leave the bus, which I honestly didn't even need to do, because the bus took like 2 minutes to stop. Anyways, whatever. Shock is fine. Like, it's fine. I was like, cool. I'm going to just, you know, turn up whatever. When I was like 5 minutes away, I transferred onto a bus, right? This is where we get to meet our first Goldenness. So I'm on the bus, and I see this woman with a beautiful pink outfit, okay? Or pink themed outfit, let's say, walk on the bus, and she sits in front of me. I'm like, that is a K-pop fan, 100%. I know a K-pop fan when I see one, because they dress to the gods, okay? Do you see how I'm dressed right now? That is because I'm a K-pop fan. I saw it, and I was like, she has to be going to the concert, right? But I was a little nervous. I was like, but what if she isn't? You know what I mean? But I'm like, this is the same way. And so she moved, and then I saw it, the Holy Grail, ruined bone. I had found my people, and I instantly, like, my heart shut off, and it was fine. It was like, girl, you found your girls. I was like, yes. So I built up my courage. I was like, you can do this. This is a Goldenness. You're gonna be fine. And I was like, hey, are you going to the Goldenness concert? She was like, yeah. I was like, yes. And so we went together. So we're gonna call her Pink. We got off the bus together, and she wasn't from Chicago originally. So I was like, I'll take you. Like, I know how to navigate the roads and maps and everything. Here's like the basic information as her as a Goldenness. She's been a Goldenness. She became a fan during the pandemic 2020. And she is literally who I want to be when I grow up, because she has, I have no idea, but I'm just randomly guessing, but I'm probably right, at least 8 K-pop concerts, including Goldentchild's, this year alone she's been to. And she goes to almost every concert that she sets her mind out to. I want her video when I grow up so bad. She's an icon. Like, she is the K-pop fan, okay? She's the K-pop fan I aspire to be. I want to be there in the crowd with my light stick. Turn it up, okay? Oh my god. So I literally gushed over her because it was just so amazing to me, like a K-pop fan who's like that successful. Amazing lady. Anyways, so we get to go there, and then this is a picture of me. I sent to my mom, me getting my little, once again, VIP badge. And as I mentioned earlier, it was hot as Satan's toenails. Have you seen that movie?
What? No, get your hands off of me. It is hot as Satan's toenails in here.
He was around, okay? Because not only was it hot, it was gray. The sky was gray, okay? It was hot, it was humid, and it was spraying. Those who aren't from the Bahamas, that means light rain. But it was hot and it was raining. They did not go together, okay? During the concert, you had to wait until like 4:30 to come back and get signed in because you had to sign numbers. I was number 180, and I think I was literally the last person to get a ticket, which is actually really bizarre. We went to a McDonald's nearby because I had obsessed. I was like, okay, I need someplace to go until 4:30. So we went to McDonald's, we sat down, we were eating, and guess what? Black, that's what we're calling her. She had on the cutest outfit. I cannot lie, I loved it. But Black, she was by herself as well, and she was like, hey, can I join you guys? And we were like, yeah, of course, like fellow Goldenness family, let's go. And so she was actually, which was so bizarre because it made me realize how much of a fan I was that I pulled out the exact moment that she was talking about. But she was actually at KCON NY. And so she actually was there and she met them. And she also did like Let Me. She was a fan from Let Me era. But you know me, I had to flaunt my Olympic status. I was like, Spencer Olympic. She had also won a competition where Jaehyun said her name. And I was like, I remember that competition. We were like getting to chatting or whatever. And we was like, why don't we just all go together? Like, just chill out or whatever. Like, you don't need all of this. Like, just go together. It is approaching 4:30. We all get there. And the line is super long. Now, I will not lie. At first, I was like, all of these people, right? But then I thought about it, and I thought about my babies, and I thought about like how excited or happy they would be. I was like, oh, there's so many people. So it was like disappointment, but also joy in like both. And I was like, I'm mad because I'm number 180, but I'm happy because I'm number 180. You know what I'm saying? After that, I think had went further in the line because she was like 160, 150, right? So me and Black stayed together because she was like 172, like a few spots ahead, and I was like, let's just stick together, right? Here's the funny / stupid part. I personally think that I and my wonderful weather powers worked because I negotiated with the sky, okay? So here's the tea. They came out and they were like, hey, yeah, there were technical difficulties. It's gonna get pushed back to 5:20. Okay. So it was supposed to start at 5. It was like, ugh, okay. Hot as hell, no chairs or anything. That is an important statement. Let's say it's about 4:30 to 4:50 we're standing, which is so stupid. We're in front of a bus stop, right? What do they have at bus stops? Benches, right? This is the stupidest part. I'm literally just standing there, right? And I'm like, my legs hurt. She was wearing like platform shoes as well. Mine's too. It sounds so stupid. So I look at the bench in front of me, right? And I'm like, that's a chair, right? So I look at her, and she looks at me. And I look at her, I'm like, that's a bench. We can sit there. And she was like, yeah. And it was the stupidest thing. Because we literally stood for like 20 minutes just like, oh my god, my feet hurt. We went and we sat down. And like 5 minutes passed and everybody's still standing up. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, why isn't anybody else sitting? Like, let's say this is me and her, and then the rest of this frame and a little bit over is just bench. It's just, do they want the full experience of just leg pain? And like, I have no idea, but that cannot be good for your joints. As I'm opening my bag, which is very important because I had my letter and my scrapbook that I showed earlier in there. A drop of rain fell. My soul wanted to die. It was 5 o'clock. And so I was like, okay, sky, I opened up the umbrella. She couldn't get her hair wet. I definitely could not get my hair wet because I had those like big buns and like I'm sorry. It had started to rain, so I was like, okay, Sky, let's work this out, right? 5:20, 5:25. You can start raining as much as you want, okay? All right, okay. So it rained, spry a little bit, and then it stopped. I was like, whew, dodged that bullet. So then they were like, oh, hey, the concert is gonna start soon. It's like 5:10, right? And it started to rain again, right? But it came with a little wind with it now, right? So I'm like, ooh, no. Because my bag was getting a little bit of rain. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. And then 5:25 hit. I didn't know, but it just started. And the worst part was that at least if there was 180 people on that line plus general thing, it's like 200 to let's say 200, 220, right? Maybe 5 to 7 of them had umbrellas. It was so bad, but kind of funny. You imagine, like, you dressing up and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna be golden child. I got all pretty, all my makeup done, like, I'm going to look gorgeous. And it rains. It rains, and then they're like 2 minutes in, and they're like, okay, go inside to get your file signed. I'm sorry, you would have to, no, we would have to stop the concert for me, okay? I cannot do it. I was prepared though, so we were dry. But literally, and because of the color of my shirt, water showed up. So the whole right side was just completely soaked. And her left side was completely soaked. But because she was wearing black, you really couldn't see it. But I was like, come on, man. Like, you mean I gotta be bowing like this? Like, this is crazy. Eventually, we get inside, and I'm panicking because I was like on the line joking. I was like, haha, what if I'm the last one? Yeah? I walk inside and I run up and there's nobody coming in behind me. I'm like, I'm the last one. Like, I was just joking. I was like, ah! If the first one they remember, the last one they remember. And I was like, if I was last, they'd be like taking their time a little bit. Hello? That is how we got to this point where I paused. I'm in the concert. The fan sign was literally like this. Hi, 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 hi. It was so quick. I didn't even know when it was my turn because I was like, is it really our turn? I thought we were skipping in line, but no, I think everybody went so fast it was. It was unbelievable. I literally had like a whole thing, and my whole thing was like, I'm happy you exist because I don't think that I love you or I appreciate your music, like that's enough. Like, I think the one thing that people need to hear a lot of is that just by being you or just by existing, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, just being there is good enough. And it's not just for like celebrities or whatever, it's just like everybody in general. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Okay, I'm gonna memorize this. I'm gonna tell it to Bowman, right? Spoiler alert, Bowman is kind of intimidating. I don't know if it's just me and like me overthinking things, but just to me, he just seemed really intimidating. But I don't know, it just might be me. We were like in the line, and there was another fan. I'm using one of her fan cams. She's really pretty. And she was like, we love our outfit, like our aesthetic. I was like, oh, thank you. Because she was wearing black and I was wearing pink. And it looked like we were all coordinated, baby. We all looked good, okay? Every single Goldenness were dressed to the nines. Casket fresh, okay? Like, it was insane. We had to give the letters. And all of a sudden, I was to the front and I was dying. I was dying. What the hell is happening? I cannot lie. I was extremely weirded out when they first came out because I was like, they're real. It was just like a reaction of like, ugh. Like, I didn't mean anything by it, but it was like, oh my god, this is so weird. And then when I got closer and I got the paper signed and they were like, hi, I was like, hi. And it was it's so bad. It's so bad. But I just was like bowing because like I was like, oh, okay, just be polite, just be polite. And I remember like I was like Jangju was signing it. And he was like, oh, don't be shy. And I was like, hi. And I was just like dying. The one thing I regret the most is not saying I've been a fan for 5 years or something like that, or like I'm from the Bahamas. That's the one thing I wanted to say, but I just blanked out. I just really just blanked out. But I didn't get to tell Bowman what I wanted to say. Sammy said thank you, but I don't know. Like, I think Bob was just a little intimidating to me. I don't know if it's because I like him so much or if it's just me, okay? Like, I got the paper and I was like, that's it? Like, I was like, what is going on? Wait. These are some items that I got from fans, and they're really well made. We found our Oasis Goldenchaild, and we're gonna be fine. I can't remember which lyric it was, but literally after I reread it, they mentioned it in the song, but I'll have to like put the song in post-production. And then we have, look at it. I'm gonna get this laminated 100%. Oh, my fat girl heart just hit me just now. Oh my god. Look, it's okay. My very own badge. Look at it. Read it and weep, baby. It's my name in Korean. I don't know if you can see that. But I even practiced doing my name in Korean because I was like, oh my god, but no, somebody who worked there did it for me. So I was like, cool. Fast forward. We're gonna fast forward because this is the good part. It's coming. We get to sound check, okay? And when I tell you, Ju-chan's voice of an angel, blessed by the honey gods, I have no other way how to describe it, came on and sang. We weren't able to record, so I don't have footage of that. But I was like, oh, I was like, this is insane. They sound exactly just the way you are. When I say exactly, they sound like they took that CD and they like physically pulled it from their throat and was like, here you guys go. Like, they sound exactly like they're recording. And I was like, they sound amazing. They literally straight from the CD. It was an experience. I was like, oh, I was in shock for the first two songs. I cannot lie. It was so great. The sound check wasn't enough. Like, when they performed, I could, like, for the first two songs, I was out of it completely. The moment you've all been waiting for, part 2, during the concert. Here we are. This is a TikTok. And this TikTok validated me that I was not crazy because the whole concert from beginning to end, okay, baby? I'm telling you, beginning to end, I can point out that at the end when the video stops, I'm going to show you, that is me. That is me in the pink with the hair. You can see, my hair still looks like it. That is me, baby. And that is Ju-chan. Okay. I cannot believe that during the concert, 2 hours, baby, 2 hours, Ju-chan flirted with me the entire time. Did you see my soul ascend just now? Did you feel it? Did you? The first song of the concert of the night was Ram Pam Pam. This is where the tomfoolery began. Okay, this is the gushing section. Okay, if you're a Ju-chan fan, if you're a Goldenness, freak out with me. Okay, so let me set the stage, right? So me and Black had ended up like in the same spot, right? And we were like, oh, let's just stay together. I'm gonna ride with Black forever because she gonna get you where you needs to go. She was like, I was like, why is she moving around so much? Because I'm a goody two shoes. So I was like, oh, this is my spot. I was like, let's say 4 to 5 pace. Like I was a little bit far back from like the barrier, but it was like a decent amount. I was just gonna be like, oh, well, I can't like push anybody out their way. You know, sweet girl. And so she was like, there was this dude, right? He was like at least 6'2", 6'3". Like he was way too tall to be in front. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir, but you I know you paid for your ticket, but like, me and you both know you ain't supposed to be here. So she was like maneuvering, and then the guy moved, and then we moved up, and we were like it was like if we were like 6 paces back, we were like suddenly at 5 to 4, right? And so then somebody else moved, and we were like, I was like, you move, I move, girl, you get somewhere. So imagine this. This camera is the stage, right? Me looking at the camera, I was smack dab in the middle. Everybody else was shorter than me, and you can see that in the videos. I was smack dab in the center stage. So like whenever I use like different videos and stuff, I know exactly where I am, or like even if they're from a different angle, I was smack dab in the middle. So I could see the members and everything. Like whoever was in the middle, I was center stage, literally, right? This is where the tomfoolery began. I, for one, did not consciously make the decision, not the decision, but the connection that Ju-chan is a main vocal. I know all of Goldenchild's songs, most of them. I know that he sings in a lot of them. I love his voice. I love his work. But I have never thought about the fact that he is in the center most of the time. and so Ram Pam Pam begins. Tell me why this song begins, right? And he won't look at me and do something like you know, like a little movement. I'm like, hold on. I was like, oh, hold on. So I'm instinctively shy. When I meet attractive people, I get shy until I get used to their face, and then I'm like, whatever, right? I forgot who I was. Okay, so I hid, right? That's the first time. The second time, it was in the center because he was in there a lot. Like, he's the main vocal. He's always there. And he did something again. I was like, hold on. I was like, you're not looking at me, right? And so the third time he did it, right? I was like, I am from the Bahamas. I am from the Caribbean, okay? Do not play with me. You don't know how we get down to the Bahamas.
Hello, excuse me. No, you can't do that. I'm right here. You're out of order.
I was like, okay, you know what? I'm vibing with this Rum Pom Pom. This sound like something from back home. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna match your energy. And the whole night, what did I do? I matched his energy. Okay, so I know all of the choreography, and it naturally came out, and it was so funny because I also found myself is because every time they did something or I enjoyed a part, I was like, hey, and I was like this, hey. So I was thinking, and then eventually, like, I was just like, hey, and I was all of my recordings are either extremely shaky when they're my favorite songs, and so Ram Pam Pam completed, and he was laughing like literally the whole time, and I was dancing with him because I was like, okay, bet. I was like, let's go. I'm not scared, right? The second song was Burn It, which is kind of funny because I totally forgot it was Burn It. And like later on, they was like, oh, we'll play a song that it'll heat it up. And I was like, they're gonna play Burn It? And then I, like my brain, it didn't calculate that was the second song.
We perform Ram Pam Pam and Burn It, right?
And I have clips of these, so I'm gonna put it in there. lost my mind. And Jucha, he was playing. He needed to stop. He was doing all kind of, I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And I was like, hey, okay. And I was dancing at the same time. Once again, he was laughing. I think he enjoyed like the interaction because it was just like I'm not scared. I was like, okay, like I was like, okay, let's go. Like I'm a match your energy. Like let's go. The third song, he was like a little bit off towards me, and this is when I knew that I wasn't crazy, that I was making eye contact, because the entire time I was like, no, because I gaslit myself the entire concert, because I looked him in the eye as soon as the concert was over. I was like, that didn't happen. And then I saw the TikTok video and I was like, there's proof? Like I was like, I needed video proof because I knew I was not crazy. I was like, I'm positive I looked him in the eyes all this time. 2 hours? Like, come on. I remember looking into his eyes during that part. But everything, I was just like vibing because like I heard, like when I tell you voice of an angel, they have, like I closed my eyes and I just like had to just rock because it was so beautiful. And it was an experience. Like they was trying to take me to church. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. These are love songs. Wait a minute. Like they ain't supposed to be this spiritual. Like calm down. I think I was recording him, but I'm not 100% sure. But I remember like there's one where he looks over, and I don't know if he was looking at me 100%, but I have film from my camera. And there was another fan who was recording, and they got like a similar thing, but I think it was me. Once again, it was hot as hell. So, baby, there are some blank spots in my memory. In the video where I watched it back, like I remember I saw another fan did like this, right? I've never done this before. And like they completed it, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. I was like, let me try it, right? So I was standing there and I was like, and I think like I waved at him or something like that, or something happened, right? Or he waved at me, right? And so I was like, and he pointed and he was like, yeah, you. I was like, moi? Okay, hey. And so I was like, oh my God. I was like, are you flirting with me? So I was like, okay. So what I did after that was that I did like the heart thing. And this is so embarrassing. But the only reason I knew it was me is because like, it's so embarrassing, but it looked like I was throwing up gang signs, right? Let me explain, okay? I could not keep my hand still, so I kept moving it, right? At the ghetto.
Ah, the ghetto. Ghetto.
Oh my God. And so when he pointed at me, I was like, okay, I want a heart too. So I did it. And that was the clip that you saw in the beginning. This is a screenshot. This person didn't re-upload, so I just used a screenshot. And you could see my little heart, my half. And then he did it. And then he was singing, he looked away. And then he did it back to me. And I was like, ah! And that was all the moments from that. He just was singing and like giving me a spiritual experience. That song was so good, okay? And then they talked a little bit. The next song was I Know. And I don't think I had heard that. I think that's from the new album. But I was like, hold on, wait, this is a bump. Because it was like a little bump. So I was just bumping and bouncing. And then I remember making eye contact. And we bumped and bounced together. And that was it for that song. You're going to speed run through it, okay? The fifth song is What Happened. And this is where he started wilding, okay? Like, he started, like, it started off mild. It was like, hey, hi, and I was like, okay, hi, ha. Like I was like, okay, but he started to up the ante, and I was like, bad, let's go. So the more he did, the more I did. I was like, I'm not gonna lose to you. Like, let's go. Like, I'm gonna match your energy. So what happened is one of my favorite Goldenchild songs when they first debuted, and that after Damn Daddy when they did the What Happened stage, I lost my mind. I genuinely lost my mind over how good that song was. That is one of their best. I'm telling you, if you want to go to a hype concert, go to a Goldenchild concert. You will not regret it. So what happened is another one of my favorite songs, and baby, I was busting it down on the floor, okay? I'm sorry to whoever was behind me on the side of me. There was a girl, I like hit a little bit. I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I know she probably was pissed. But I'm sorry, I was hitting it. I was like, hey, oh. And so because he was in the center and then he was singing up, so I was like, okay, bet. So you know the choreography, talk about you and think about you, right? So I was like, let's go. I was like doing it to him and he's doing it to me. And so he's pointing, I was like, hey, let's go. Yeah, all right, let's go. So I was just getting hyped because that is my song. And so literally the whole time, the whole concert, I was just as sweaty as them because I did every choreography that I knew. It is so ridiculous. I was singing every song word from word, and that is when I realized that I knew Korean. Like, it was bizarre. I was like, hold on, you pronouncing these words a little too good. You know what I'm saying? Like, pause. When did you learn this? Right? And so he started while he was like, oh, I was like, okay. I was like, okay, let's go, Jun-chan. I was like, hey. As I said, I'm from the Caribbean. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? So funny that even like during the clip, you can see my hands going like, that's the reason that he noticed me is because we were doing the choreography. Once again, visual evidence of why I remember it. Like a fly high, and like I was supposed to be recording. I was doing so well. I'm sorry. I was like fly high, hey, toot 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 toot. I was like, this is my jam. Right? Because I had him on camera for like, this is the one that I didn't really catch on camera, but this was Pump It Up. Come on, Pump It Up. That is my song. That was like one of the songs that they did that was bright after like they did all the lucid dream and stuff like that. Ugh, come on. You know I had to do it to him. That, hey, okay. And so as soon as the song started, like, I lost it. I'm sorry. I lost it. Eventually, I remember when I was filming, like, him and Sungmin, like, went off to the side, right? And I was recording, I was trying to pull my phone out, like, I like, kept taking my phone out and put it back in just to dance and like enjoy it, right? And he had left, and I only have a photo after this moment because that's how I knew it was me, because you could see him literally looking in my phone where I am, right? Because I was like, I know I'm crazy, right? And you could hear like the girls screaming. When he was doing it, the only reason I remember this is because I did it back to him. He said, you, babe, and he blew a kiss. And I was like, and I remember because I had the mask on, I was like, this is so crazy. And I did like this back. I remember, like, I vividly remember doing like this. And like, until after the concert, I was like, why the hell did I do that, right? But then And once again, he's in the center most of the time. So me and him, I was like, okay, baby, we gonna do this. I was like, pump it up. Oh, yeah. I was like, every move, word for word, bar for bar, I was after it. The only reason I remember like this interaction is because like during the ending of the song, I was recording, right? And I remember like doing the choreography, and the only reason I knew it was me is because when they ended, I remember I would end it like that. Like how they ended, like I ended at the same time. And he was like laughing the whole time because I was just, you know, matching his energy, doing the choreography. That is the secret to getting your favorite member to notice you. Just do the choreography perfectly. I'm kidding. It's not perfectly, but baby, I was hitting it. I was like, pump it up. Oh, yeah. It was so funny. And then they threw a curveball at us. They did a mashup of Lucid Dream and, what is it? Without You. That, I ascended. I simply ascended. That shit was so good. It was so good. They did not miss a beat. Now that's where we didn't have any interactions, I think. I think that like if I show some clips, there probably will be. Like chef's kiss, like we want more. Like I wish they, you know, they did the whole thing, but that mashup when they transitioned from Wanna Be to Without You and that doom 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 doom, I was like, is this Without You? Go and watch that performance or watch any performance from that specific best. Like the whole concert was good, but like whoever mixed that, y'all ate that completely. Period. Like, okay, they did that. After that was Oasis. I do not recall us having any moments during that song. It was a vibe. I remember, you know, I was like, ooh, this is noise. You know what I'm saying? I knew most of the songs. And then Bottom of the Ocean, you know what I'm saying? And he was like for everybody a little bit, but I was like, okay. So it was really fun. It really fun song. And I didn't, like, until afterwards, right? I didn't register the lyrics, right? But he, like, during one of the chorus parts, I'll put it in. But, like, I'll have to, like, put, like, the lyrics on Steam. And he pointed at me and he sang it. And I was like, okay, child. Like, I was just like, whatever you do, I'm going to do it back. Let's go. And so after that was Let Me. He was wilding a little bit during Let Me. Let Me, that was my song, okay? And that was apparently the first time we played on tour, which made me crazy. They didn't do C, which was like my happy song. But that's how I like Let Me as well. So Let Me actually was Black's favorite song. So she was really happy because I was like her era. So like it was really sweet. Let Me was absolutely amazing. I vividly remember him during one of the parts, like he pointed at me and he was like, I'll take care of you, like the lyric that it translates directly into from Korean to English to that. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, take care of me then. Let me stop playing. I'm gushing. Once again, remember the disclaimer, none of this is serious, okay? Very harmless, great fan service, okay? Okay. This is where he was wilding again, and I got it all on camera because I see you, you see me, we see each other, okay? And I got it on camera. That was the most stable my hand had been, despite the fact that I was getting it. I'm sorry. I was, hey, I was hitting it with him. I was like, hold on, that's another one of my songs. And because of this concert, it went from here to here in my list of Goldenchild songs. Because this is the most proof that I have of him looking directly at me that I was not crazy. I'm telling you, I gaslit myself the entire night. And so you'll see in the clips where I'm like, okay, Juja. And that's where it was like kind of peak. After Breathe came Crush. Now Crush, that was K-Con NY's song, right? When I first heard that, I lost my mind. Every time I hear that song, I lose my mind. This footage is absolutely horrific. It's the second verse, but it is horrific. When I tell you, I could not stop acting up. I did, you know, like how they do. Let me, hey. I legit was stomping the yard on them. I was about to do a whole step routine with them. And like he saw it, he was laughing or whatever. I was like, this is my song. And I was going ham. I'm sorry. But when you say I got a crush on you, I got a crush on you. Let's go. and so once again, I matched this energy. And he told me he had a crush on me. He was like, you, and I was like, I got a crush on you too. Oh my god. And so when I tell you it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Then came the ending, but I'll put that after I finish ranting, and then that'll be like a part of the after the concert because we're almost done. So then, Damn Daddy came on. That is the debut song of the decade. When I tell you, they could play that at any century, any point in time. Every Goldenness will get up and lose their minds because it is the bop. It is a bop. It is the bop of all Golden Child songs. When I tell you that was the strongest debut, that was so memorable. Okay, hey, da daddy da daddy da daddy 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 da. Don't make no sense. The word means literally nothing. But baby, when they hit you with that, hey, I was like, not my song. That was after we called for the encore, and the night was ending, you guys. The night was ending, and I was like, my babies, no. And Ju-chan was not letting him away passing by. He still was, you know, he was hitting it, and I was hitting it. I was like, this is my song. This is my song. I was like, hold on, wait, you don't understand. Hey, I'm sorry, but I had to do it for him one time, and I was like, hey. And like a lot of the dance moves and stuff I was doing, so it was just us just vibing and laughing because listen to me, I was on him like white on rice. I was not letting any dance move, if I could help it, go. Okay? Every time something was pleasing and they hit that, I was like, yes, that was a juicy note. Keep going, brother. Like I was hyping them up. Okay? I am the hype man. I go who I was for a second. I am the hype man. Okay, baby? You gon' feel loved around me. Okay? We are now ending during the concert. I feel just as sad as I did day of. Milky Way. Now, they had requested us to put our flashlights on, and I did for the first section. And I'm going to show a video with the atmosphere it had. That was just so... It made me want to cry a little bit just thinking about it. At first, I turned my flashlight on, but I was like, I need to record this. Like, this is the last song. Like, I can't be fumbling the bag like this. So I did the smart thing and turned the flashlight on as I recorded. Boom. Problem solved. I recorded like that, and it was so sweet. And I got my moment interaction at the end. Last clip will just be them singing and just like the ending, and it's just like during those moments, like I was just like taking it all in. I was like, this is beautiful, you know what I mean? Like I'm rocking, like I'm back in that moment, like oh my god.
손 안에 담긴 까깝게 빛 절대 변하지 않는 진심 멀리서 홀린 듯가 바뀌는 시그널 막다른 길에서 빙빙 맴도는 girl 별들의 향 속에 등대가 되어줘 훔치는 시간 속에 우리의 방황은 멈춘 듯해 같은 공간 다른 시간 속에 우리 둘 캄캄한 밤별의 카펫 위를 내달려 Nothing without you 멈춘 시간에 맞춰 Nothing without you 저 하늘에 입 맞춰 Nothing without you 어두운 밤 하늘에 휘청이는 별처럼 내게로 와줘 공간을 채워줘 내게로 와줘 잠든 빛을 깨워줘 칠흑 같은 밤 내 맘을 켜줘 어둠 속 하나의 쿨하게도 말해 뭐해 에이 늘 궁금해서 말해 뭐해 수놓은 별 밑잡은 손 꼭 놓지 않을게 너그 손을 잡고 아름다운 환경을 만들 거야 그 한가운데 언제나 자리 잡고 있을게 같은 빛을 내면 우리의 내면 밝히는 너 Milky Way 같은 공간 다른 시간 속에 우리들 캄캄한 밤별의 카펫 위를 내달려 Nothing without you 멈춘 시간에 맞춰 Nothing without you 저 하늘에 입 맞춰 Nothing without you 어두운 밤 하늘에 휘청이는 별처럼 내게로 와줘 밤을 채워줘 내게로 와줘 잠든 빛을 깨워줘 지륵 같은 밤 내 맘을 켜줘 어둠 속 하나의 빛 Am I sure 쏟아져 내려오는 이성의 노래꽃잎 휘날려 오직 우리만의 코스모스를 만들게 지켜줄게 빛을 계속 낼 수 있게 Nothing without you 멈춘 시간에 맞춰 Nothing without you 저 하늘에 입 맞춰 Nothing without you 어두운 밤 하늘에 휘청이는 별처럼 내게로 와줘 밤을 채워줘 내게로 와줘 잠든 빛을 깨워줘 지륵 같은 밤 내 맘을 켜줘 어둠 속 하나의 빛
Eventually, it ended, and then everything was over, and that is where the TikTok clip came in, because I didn't even remember doing that because I was filming everybody else. It like simultaneously happened. And then like towards the end they like threw hearts, and then like in the very corner of the clip, okay, I remember I did a heart, and then like in the last like 2 seconds, she told me, she was like, oh my god, Mom, I did it to you, but like it was like it blanked out completely. And he did do a heart back at me, so like Bowman isn't so intimidating, but it's just, I think it was just me. But you know what also, like, but Bowman, I didn't get a lot of interactions because he was more to the left of the stage, and he was interacting with all of us. I was like, I want to be you, but then I was like, but Juchan though, he got the vibes. Like I'm like Bowman got a whole group. I'm a secret Juchan for now. And so literally the whole concert, like all of my moments isn't even with my bias. Well, he is now, he up there on the list is like Bowman and Juchan. He up there now. I'm sorry. He is one of the greatest, what it is, fan service. I didn't know he was gonna be like that in real life. I was like, oh my god. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, are you flirting with me? Oh my god. And then they bowed, the curtain fell, and they waved, and then they vanished, and literally it was after the concert. The lights went low, curtain is fallen, the flirting has stopped. I look cute that day. And we are now simmering down, we're getting quiet, you know what I mean? They had like other activities afterwards, but if I had known about it, I'd have like begged to get like the snapshot pictures, because that's apparently the time that you really got to talk to them. But alas, I did not have it. Black and pink, which it's not supposed to be ironic, but that's just the colors they were wearing, did have tickets. So like I had to leave the concert early. They were like, okay, if you ain't got no tickets, leave. And I was like, okay, I'm going then. The lights are down, the lights are dim. It's time to go home. As soon as the lights went down, I was like, I want to go again. If Goldenchailde has a concert, a fan meeting, an appearance, anything, anywhere in the world, I am telling you, singing, dancing, performance, interaction, 100% amazing experience. I do not remember them making any mistakes in singing or choreography. They were extremely funny. They were like what you see on screen is what you get. Bowman's intimidation still hits me, but I think it's just me. But other than that, his smile is really pretty in person as well. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. And Bowman and Donghyun, like, everybody is literally just like they are whenever you see them on screen. And when I tell you, like, the CDs came from their throat, they was like, here you go. It was a great performance, and you can tell they worked really hard. They're like, oh, you're so talented. No, they work hard. They are very talented, but they work very hard, and it paid off. Like, you could see that these were people who really loved what they're doing, and they gave the great performance. I know that Donghyun unfortunately had COVID, but he did. When I tell you, you would not know based on how good that he was dancing and performing. You would not know that he was actually sick. So, like, they do their best whatever the circumstances is, and like that's literally all you would ask for if you're like spending your money for a performance. Here are my closing thoughts and my interview, and then after this I'll use some tweets and interactions from other fans just to like recruit you some more. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you become a Goldenness, you're gonna get this type of treatment as well. Just leave me a seat on the floor, okay? I'm recruiting you guys, but calm down, okay? I was here first, okay? Interview question 1. How long have you been a Golden Child fan? This is my reply, and Pinks and the girl on the line who was like super pretty. So, how long have you been a Golden Child fan? Well, as I said in the beginning, I've been a Golden Child since before Olympic came out. I am an Inspirit, and I've been for like 7 years now, since the bad era. Like, I was Wooyeon's fan from High School Love On, so that's how I got into like K-pop and everything. I remember their rumored name was Vector. I was like, okay, that's a name. Then Golden Child came out, I was like, I can work with that. Like, every step of the way, because I was from the Bahamas, like, I couldn't participate in a lot of a lot of the fan engagements. So every concert, every digital thing that I could have gotten my hands on, I was there for every moment that I could have been. And as a fan, it was so amazing to experience, like, they're actually real people, which sounds bizarre. That's just the way I think. It's just seeing a celebrity in real life. It's like you see them working all the time, but then when you get to see them work in front of you, you're like, wow, you're really impressive. And as a fan, just by the amount of people there, I was really proud. Just by how well they did, I was really proud. Just how much fan interactions that they did, I was just really happy just for the experience itself, and to like physically get to show my support for them, and to be able to give them like a letter that I had written and I totally forgot about that I was supposed to mail. And it's like a full circle moment. It's like, I really want to give this to them, and then like you physically got to give it. And so it's just it's such a bizarre experience, because I hate watching my videos back. I went back to watch my Golden Child videos, and it really made me cry a little bit, like, internally. But it was so beautiful to see, like, throughout the years, like 2020 I started doing reactions. And as my channel grew, as they grew, I grew with them. So from my 9th grade graduation to my 12th grade to my college experience to like me now being physically in front of them, every step of the way for the past 5 years, for every milestone, for every win, for every celebration and or like movement, anything that they've done, I've been trying to be a part of it and showing my support, even if it's just like, I appreciate you. Oh, you're doing great, doing likes and anything, just engaging with them in any possible way that I could with what little I had. They've always been a sense of comfort to me, like a real sense of, I feel normal, I feel at home. Like, I feel like if I know I need to laugh, if I know I need to cheer up, if I want to feel like comfortable, or if I want to feel like a warm sense, I can easily just go to a Golden Child video of any era and just watch it and be like, this is nice. I've known Golden Child for a long time, 5 years, and Golden Child is my youth. The second question, was this your first Golden Child concert, and how was the experience? So this was my first concert ever, and my first Golden Child concert, which It's like a double whammy. It's so great for that to be my first concert experience because like the bar is kind of high now. Like, you're gonna have to come correct like when I go to your concert because this was insane. The vibes were all there. They were always interacting, always engaging. I told you, like me and Juchan, we bonded. As you've heard, you know how it went. Okay, like the experience was really good. Yeah, that was my first concert and the first K-pop concert. It was a great experience. Also, cannot neglect the fact that every Goldenness that I had seen in there wore their masks. Okay, they followed the rules. 20 out of 10 fandom. Amazing, wonderful, spectacular, never been seen before. Do it again. Like, they are all so kind, so nice. So like, this is why I love Goldenness, because the fandom like literally is super nice. Like, we really do not bother anybody. We just vibe with them and like that's it. The last question is, would you go again? As I've said earlier, as soon as it was over, I was like, okay, are you guys coming tomorrow? Or like like, do I need to buy another ticket? Because this was amazing. It was the show, top tier experience. 10 out of 10, would go again. Do I need to reiterate myself? Did you not hear during the concert what happened between me and Juchan? Like, our moment, like, it was like a whole love story. It was like it like escalated, I de-escalated. Like, it was a vibe, okay? Disclaimer, I am not Delulu. This is all funny. This is all funny games, okay? Okay. 10 out of 10 experience, 10 out of 10 sound. I'm gonna insert a clip of them actually like without any backing tracks or anything, which is some of my best recordings of them singing, which is my favorite song, Genie. Did you hear that? Like, I'm sorry? Once again, no mistakes, not anything that really noticeable or anything. Like, everything was just, like, they kept it rolling, they kept it there, they did amazing. Getting towards the end of the video, so here are some fan engagements and some tweets. And also, as I show, like, the engagements and stuff, I'll tell you about the other fans that I asked about the questions. So, this is Pink. Her Twitter username is Patronio1, and so this is her message to me, was, I have been a fan since summer 2020. This was my first Goldenness concert, and it was amazing, in all caps. Even better than I could have imagined. I will definitely go again when they come back, and even go to multiple stops if possible. Yes, girl, I see you, I feel you. I will rock with you if I have to, because you are the ultimate K-pop fan. We salute you. And then Blacks is, I've been a fan since the era, which was so happy for her to get that. My first time seeing them was in New York in 2018. Wife's hair. But this is my first Goldenness concert, and it was so much fun. I had the best time. I would definitely go again. 2 exclamation points. Probably my favorite concert I've ever been to. Come on. How could you not be a Goldenness? Even if you're not a Goldenness, you would have fallen in love with Goldenchild. And last but not least is werepixies. I've been a Goldenness since Wannabe era. Ooh. This was in fact my first Goldenness concert, but not my first K-pop concert. Other than it being pushed back a little and the rain, it was really fun. Got to see Dae Sungmin. Hello! With a heart! Oh, congrats! I would 100% go again, especially to see all the members present. Me too. Even though there weren't all of the members, like nothing. Oh, I can't wait until Daeyeol and Tai come back and they all come back, because this video is ending with their promise Okay, Kevin, Jaehyun Kevin. You had that flag on your back. You had that picture in your hat. And we saw you say it. We heard you say it. We will definitely come back.
I can say that we'll be here really soon. I promise.
We will come back. We will hold you to it. Kevin, all of my closing thoughts, all of my gushings, all of my K-pop concert. I apologize if none of my own videos had any audio. If I let you hear the original audio, the bass was crazy in the front. I'm telling you, like, that's why I was popping off, because it was like boom, boom, ooh, boom, boom, boom. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. This kind of fire. It reminded me of parties back home, but the bass was hitting. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, okay? Like this, I was super nervous filming this. But I really, really hope you enjoy this. I hope you check out Goldenness's music videos. I'll probably put like a playlist of my reactions after you watch their videos. If you want to connect with me as a Goldenness, wink, 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 wink. Oh, ew. This has been Miss Anonymous. Thumbs up for the algorithm and comment down below if you've ever been to a K-pop concert. How was your experience? And if you would go to a Goldenness concert after hearing me gush about flirting with a member. And have you ever experienced anything like that? Let me know down below in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye!
되었는데요. So we are here in Chicago during a US tour.
네, 많은 골드니스 분들이 저희를 이렇게 환영해주시고 또 격한 또 호응을 해주셔서 너무너무 기뻤습니다.
I was so happy at the amount of support and cheers you guys were giving us throughout the show.
Thank you for Goldenness Chicago. 꿈이
Jesus.
This was a dream that I couldn't even imagine would happen.
이루어졌습니다.
And now it's been done.
덕분이고요. 행복한 추억 잘 갈고 닦아 예쁘게 포장해서 가도록 하겠습니다.
It's all due to you guys, and I'll make sure to package this memory nicely and remember it as a happy memory.
공연하는 건 처음인데요.
Yeah, it's our first time doing a show in Chicago.
이렇게 많은 골든니스 분들이 찾아와 주셔서 너무너무 감사드립니다.
I'm just so thankful at the amount of Goldenness that we're able to come and watch.
다음에도 저희가 열심히 준비해서 꼭 찾아오도록 하겠습니다.
We'll make sure to work even harder and come back again in the future.
좋네요. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let me see. What is this? 시카고 불스처럼 엄청난 열정과 에너지를 주셔서 감사하다는 말씀 드리고 싶습니다.
I want to say thank you as you guys supported us and gave us as much energy as the Chicago Bulls.
그리고 why Chicago? Another name is Shy Town. I think you guys are not shy, very energetic here. Okay, so thank you for coming and we'll be back soon with Hair and Tag. Okay.
오늘부로 6번째 공연이에요.
So today is our 6th show of our tour.
저희가 항상 공연하는 곡들이 적진 않단 말이죠.
It's not like we have a lack of songs in our set list.
페이스 조절을 하려고 해도 여러분들의 응원 덕분에 할 수가 없어요.
You know, we're trying to keep up the pace, but due to your amazing cheers, we can't.
항상 저를 익사이팅하게 만들어주셔서 너무 감사드립니다.
I'm so thankful for always making it such an exciting moment for me.
So I'm very appreciated to come here and love always us, loving us. Oh my God! This moment, your eyes, your voices, forever. So performing today in Jaeon's hometown. Yeah. With Kevin. I love Chicago and I adore Chicago, everyone. Thank you.
This is my first time coming to Chicago with my members. I think today will be my most memorable day. Because like Chicago and Kenosha is really near like today. And I can say that we'll be here really soon. I promise. Just like stay tuned with us and keep support us. We'll be with you forever. Like 24/7. I love you, Chicago, and this is Jan. Thank you. So I have a special guest today.
Oh yeah.
I will speak in Korean. Kobe, can you translate it? 그리고 저 되게 어렸을 때 말씀 드릴 때 저 키워주셔서 정말 감사하다고 이 잘 통해서 말씀드리고 싶습니다. 감사합니다.
I really want to say thank you to you who took care of me and was with me throughout my youth.
정말 말씀 드렸는데 이제 다 커가지고 이렇게 왔네요. 정말 감사하다고 이 자리 비워서 말씀드리고 싶습니다. 감사합니다.
That's so
I
sweet.
used to do a lot of things that might have been questionable, but I really want to say thank you for everything that you've done and all the support you've given me as I grew up to be here.
저희 골든차일드
네, 정말 많은 곡들을 준비하고 싶었는데 말이죠.
So we did really want to prepare a lot of songs for you guys this show.
전부 다 못 보여드려서 저희가 이렇게라도 짧게나마 불러드려봤습니다.
Unfortunately, we couldn't fit all of them, so we're going to show you just little bits like this.
공연이 있다면 여러분들이 말씀한 거 다 가지고 오겠습니다.
If we are to have another show, we'll make sure to take all the suggestions you guys gave. You guys will never be able to go home.
뭐라고? 뭐라고? 탑핑! 예,